Badder than him. I was forced.
People man can't stop thing. People man comfortable and nice.
It's another week of Star Chat. My name is Davina. And of course, as usual, we have to talk about all the hot topics, the hot entertainment stories, the hot news stories, the hot JCDC stories this week. Joining me on the panel is international artist Stacious.
That ring nicely. Thank you.
And via Zoom, international artist and a slim ras, I-Octane.
Yeah.
No, let's kick it off like this. Both of you have entered the JCDC Festival competition. I-Octane, your song is Land We Love. Talk to us a little bit about what prompted you to join and how it's been going.
All right, to be honest, enough people say, yo, enter for the money. Well, if we win the money, I carry Stacious down on the beach. Stacious, where you want to go? You want to go to Negril on the beach side?
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You have a friend who wants to carry on Negril, right?
Puerto Rico, but honestly, we just do it because here we're going. We have an album promoting now. But, when my team reach out and say, yo, Octane, just, it's a great initiative to enter into the competition because, we love festival growing up, but we have a generational disconnection over the years where we're not here. The younger youth, them embrace the festival itself. When you and you and Stacious go to school, we always give thanks and pray. We always sing these songs. No matter which reggae or dancehall artist dominant, a festival song is promoted enough and big enough where we're solidified in the culture. But over a period of time, we have that disconnection. We know festival exists, but we are hearing it, but we're not really listening. And it's a difference between listening and hearing. So I just decide something I'm gonna do it, but I decide something I'm gonna do like the typical festival songs and those typical melodies. Nothing wrong with it, big them up, but I feel like I want to put the I-Octane thing to it and kind of get the younger generation into the culture itself and embrace the brand Jamaica itself,
Okay. And Stacious, not a lot of females enter this competition. What prompted you to enter?
All right. Well, in the 55 years that this competition has existed, you've only had one female winner. And I'll be the second.
Hey!
All right. So, just like Octane said, there is a disconnect. And I remember being a pre-adolescent, like we're into the festival at 7 years, run up and down and sing the song. But then by the time you reach teenager, you start getting to that dance hall sound. So it's like, you're like, oh, that's an old time thing because you figured you've been hearing that sound so much that it's now old to you. So I think that's where the disconnect comes in that Octane spoke about. So I think giving variety to people now, the younger generation will listen because they hear sounds that they can identify.
Okay.
And the elders them still have a sound that they're used to as well. So I think this year the songs are giving a variety and I love that.
When we initially posted that both of you were contestants, I don't know if you saw some of the comments saying it is for new artists and established artists, they must leave it alone. What is your response to comments like that? Let's go with you, I-Octane.
Here we're going with we as Jamaicans, including I myself, before I reach this level in life. It's when we lack of information, we attack first. That is how our diaspora stay. So once we don't understand something, because we don't have a broader narrative, our mind is just, we have this tunnel crab in a barrel type of mentality. That is how we process through generation upon generation. So once we don't understand something, if we see a headline or we see somebody doing something and it's unorthodox, then we attack it. Yo, this, that, right? Instead of understand the purpose. That's why when people ask me, because first and foremost, why establish artists and it's for young artists because they only pre exposure and the money. You understand? So, and I like say, me and Stacious need the money. We don't need, because we don't want to win with charity and all of these things. You understand? So, them only pre that and say, Ray, but you have to understand if me and Stacious and Luton Fire, just the name of who enter with our platform already and as a young artist, it's a plus for you to even rubbing shoulder with us.
This competition from beginning was never a talent competition. You have many years when Toots and the Maytals was winning consecutively, and he was a touring artist. But I think because the disconnect became existent, you realize that the participation of established artists dwindled. So that's why a lot of people have grown to think that it's for new acts, but it was never started like that. This competition is there for us to celebrate being us, being Jamaican, being resilient, being creative. Some things that will survive and still laugh through it.
That is true.
And we alone do that in the world. So this is our time to celebrate our culture, and that is what festival is about.
Let me put you both on the spot. In 10 seconds, tell me why them for vote for I-Octane.
If you vote for Octane, because you don't know Slim Ras. And me I go about the money.
I want $1 million outside and me I go vote. Stacious, 10 seconds.
Vote for me because I am motivating you guys in my song. We're motivating each other. We're pushing a movement. We're patting ourselves on the shoulder for surviving. Even the last year was so hard. Listen, we are fighters. We are survivors, and we're never giving in. Jamaican spirit that. So vote no.
All right, guys, I'm going to put their text numbers here so you can vote for both of them. And of course, both of them have agreed that they will each give us $1 million if any one of them win. You heard it here first. Let's get to the panel, guys. Let's talk about how Tropical Storm Elsa affected Jamaica. The roads, the homes, the washing away. As the rainfall of Jamaica, you know, say, if you turn over water back up on the road, every road them flood out. I just decide in Jamaica. What do you think?
We need to realize that we have a bigger problem. Elsa wasn't the problem. The problem is the drainage. We need to sort it out. Remember, we say out of Marcus Garvey, all the people them carry them damage. Like, the liquor rain really not supposed to do with so bad. Because I don't think it was that much rain. I think it's the drainage that caused the majority of the problems. So we need to sort that out. And how long it take to figure this out? Because it happens every time the liquor rain sprinkle, we have this problem.
Years.
So what is it?
Octane.
Well, I think just explain what the government and what the people that are running the country need to do. Because when any different country you go into, you don't have water problem in terms of when the rain fall, it just disappear immediately. So we lack of drainage. But when in terms of any storm to come to Jamaica, we don't have to worry of LA Lewis.
You know, when you know, I'm not gonna put me in a problem with that man. They kind of stop text it for me.
Wow. Let's move on because the dynamic LA Lewis come down and start come create no excitement per way. Sha'Carri Richardson, who was set to compete in the 100 meter and I think maybe the 100 meter at Olympics, tested positive for marijuana. So you know she got a 1-month suspension. So she can no longer run, and they didn't pick her for the relay team. But for me, the Gleaner broke it first. You heard it here first, where life unfolds. But for me, Sha'Carri's attitude is so off-putting. Honestly, it's just contentious and I don't like it. And I really did want she go come. I did want Shelly, Elaine, Brianna, Sherry. I did want them
Fix
Donner.
Yeah,
Donner. Honestly, thoughts?
Like you said, she needs to check her ego. I mean, she's new. I think she's supposed to be focusing on making a name for herself in a positive light, you know? But, she's young, and I'm hoping that this will kind of open up her eyes. But then again, she get punishment, and she still has clap back on Twitter and come after people. So, I don't know. I'm just going to watch and see what happens with her.
I saw somebody post that she slid in his DMs, and I said, wait till she come to Jamaica. Lady.
But I saw another story that's saying that
her
she
parents
has
are
Jamaican parents or something like that.
Girl, you in danger, girl.
So did she threaten somebody in their DM? Like, really?
That's what the person said.
Wow.
Well, for me, I always do them thing. I do a lot of therapy thing with a lot of people, but I don't really advertise it. For me, I think you have a lot of black people out there, including myself and Stacious. We have a lot of emotional scars where, because the family kind of dysfunctional and maybe parent and father and mother, there's something in her life and her family that she been through and she got through. then track and field become the soundtrack of her existence. So that is where she put all her insecurities through, and that is where she winning through, because that is where people start to like her. So that is how she expresses herself. This is become the medium where she expresses herself. You know what I mean? So behind that, you can say the emotional scars.
Let's go to the next topic. Yani Curvy Diva says she's looking for a husband. She said she's looking for somebody tall, dark, handsome.
So the Octane she look for earring.
No,
She said
I
she
mean,
has a beautiful daughter, and the father of the daughter is not really handsome, so she's not willing to take that risk again. So she needs somebody handsome.
She said that.
I-
Leave on a
I
ramp,
saw-
you know.
I saw she ramp with my friend. What a girl, wicked. The father of the daughter not really handsome.
No,
Yeah.
we need to be the judge of that. Tell her to post a picture. Come in and know who the father of her
Octane, know the
child is.
father, Octane?
She's looking, yo, me done, man. I want to tell you, Yannick. Anyway, she must have her own perspective what she classify as handsome. But wait, me for answer about the husband thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's out there in the white world.
You have any suggestions for her?
I said it's out there in the white world. Let's get one tall, muscled up white man out there.
She said
She
she's
said
black.
dark.
She
She
said
said she want
dark.
dark man. Do
And
you?
you tell us a white world.
I said, do you know anybody in dancehall that you can give her to, or anybody in Jamaica that you can, you know? Any suggestions?
Yeah, well, not in dancehall, because you have a lot of girls in dancehall that is a good person, but they're being through bad situation. So you know dancehall man stay. Dancehall man is all about ego. So man will really talk to you, but we have been with this person
should know.
already. I remember say, and it was public. So through it public, me not see fit. Dancehall male don't deal with the woman them because of the woman them. They deal with the woman them according to who you deal with already.
Listen, all I would say to Yannick is don't rush it. Don't tell yourself you're looking for a husband. Tell yourself you're looking for a soulmate.
Okay.
And it's not something that is forced, because you can be dating somebody and he's your right now person. He's not your husband. So don't jump into something and say, oh, may I look for a husband. You're getting to know somebody.
This is where we have to end the program. Thank you, Stacious, for joining
My
us.
pleasure.
I-Octane, thank you for zooming in with us. And of course, before we go, we're going to have both I-Octane and Stacious perform their festival songs, and you can vote for them so we can get the milli. Okay, guys, I'm going to split it with you. 900 for me, 100 for everybody else. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's very fair.
All right, let's get into the performances.
And then peep through me window, hot sun a shine, so you know how the thing go. Go in a me backyard, go pick 2 mango, enjoy the sweetness and plan on me. This is a new day, and I'm thankful for another chance to win. I am a fighter, a survivor, and I'm never giving in. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail, never been afraid to try again. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail, never been afraid to try again. Hey! From a little and I grow hard work, I when me know I may never ever have a next choice. I fi make hay with the sun face, fears not fi run. I fi satisfy and learn sacrifice. Never have everything, no it never easy. But me live good, wouldn't change it, believe me. Mommy make sure, oh me grow, respect me for sure. Take a little bit, make everything nice. This is a new day and I'm thankful for another chance to win. I am a fighter, a survivor, and I'm never giving in. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail, never been afraid to try again. Never gonna stop, never gonna fail, never been. Listen me. Me not fi tell you when me born, me not fi tell you when me live. From me stepping out the room, I just the energy me give. Who sad, I fi happy, who down, I fi lift. Life not perfect, but we a bring the positive. Vibes with the money, our vibes when we broke.